over the past few weeks, I've been really taking time to solidify my why. Why am I here? What am I here to do? How am I here to do it? Why do I exist? Why am I drawn to the things that I'm drawn to? Why am I interested in the concepts that I'm interested in? And through my internal research, and when I say that, I mean just going within myself and asking my own spirit guides and angels, and really looking at the world as God speaking to me, while also using external resources like YouTube, the algorithm, others that God speaks through. Because everything's connected, and the more that we become aware of that connection, the easier it is to find answers to our questions. Especially in this day and age with information that's like lightning speed. We can find a lot of information, but we must always double check that with our internal soul. And so on this quest to really solidify my why, I definitely feel like I've had fragments and understanding of why I'm here, what I'm here to do, and all that. It seems like there's a common theme, even when I switch or move from a certain career path or a certain type of study. There's still a overarching theme of what I choose and why I choose it. And that is to impact the lives of others through healing modalities. So, as you know, I was in the healthcare field, studying to become a dentist, and really loved my patients, loved being chairside, and really getting to the root cause, no pun intended, of my patient's ailment or pain point. And so now, switching how I approach my life and how I approach work or a job, or however you would like to say that in general, I'm now more focused on how to share myself more completely through digital means, so that my authenticity can really shine through, and that I can continue healing people on a soul level. I do believe that each of our words are powerful, and that's why it's such a testament that I'm able to podcast and use my words, use my throat chakra in such a positive way. It really switches and it alters my own gene expression and my own soul expression. And I didn't know that I really needed this. This really helps ground me and keeps me rooted in my own spiritual practice, especially being able to share it with all of you. And so, on this search down the rabbit hole of my own mind, but also down the rabbit hole of the algorithm and Google and YouTube and all that, which, by the way, I really think the algorithm is maneuvered by source. Literally. I use it as a way to communicate with the universe. I know that some may feel like, oh, well, there's a more practical explanation for that and all that, but we can use whatever's in front of us however we would like, and our perception really is what gives it the meaning. So if something's on my YouTube algorithm on the top of the page and I was thinking about that and I was asking for an answer from the universe, and then I see a thumbnail that's literally answering the question or answering my desire or leading me to a new thought or learning experience, I'm like, yeah, that's source. That's source for me. And so essentially I've come to the crossroads of defining fulfillment and happiness. Like, what do I really want? Would I like to be happy, or would I like to be fulfilled? And what's the difference? And what are we all seeking? Some are chasing, but over here we're seeking. And the beautiful thing is, like, we are seeking within. It's really not outside of ourselves, and whatever we see outside of ourselves, it's something that we brought to ourselves. So nothing is truly separate. This division or separation is simply an illusion. And so that's the main question that I was seeking to answer. What is the difference between fulfillment and happiness? And so after searching different things, asking my angel guides, which we have an amazing relationship, I definitely will do an episode talking more about how I communicate with the universe and how I know that the universe communicates with me so clearly. But happiness and fulfillment, they're two related but distinct topics and distinct concepts, essentially. So happiness is a temporary emotional state, often characterized by feelings of joy, pleasure, and contentment. However, happiness is often associated and dependent on external circumstances and can be influenced by factors like our relationships or levels of accomplishment or even material possessions. And so happiness, while definitely a virtue and a valuable experience to experience, it can be fleeting and temporary. So if you think, like, say you're really craving ice cream, you want an ice cream cone, and once you get it, you're really happy about it. But once it's gone, are you still happy or are you fulfilled? And when our emotional intelligence is out of whack or we're misaligned, or even, like, another way to put it is if our chakras are unbalanced or blocked, that ice cream being gone will be the source of sadness, despair, and whatever. Yes, it's just ice cream, but also you can insert any type of thing, experience, or person that you would like to add into this analogy. And if it's gone, then the happiness is gone with it, because the happiness was directly tied to the attachment to that thing, experience, or person. However, fulfillment, on the other hand, is a deeper and more long-lasting sense of satisfaction and purpose. Being less concerned about the immediate pleasure and more focused on the sense of meaning and personal growth. So fulfillment can come from a variety of sources: our work, our daily work, our inner work, relationships, personal growth, and a sense of contribution to something greater than oneself. And so in this ice cream analogy, fulfillment looks like what you had to do, what you went through, what you grew through to even be able to get the ice cream in the first place. That's fulfillment. It's the journey. It's not the destination. So yes, the ice cream is phenomenal. You experience the ice cream, you're so happy about it, yes. However, when the ice cream is gone, you're still so grateful. So grateful for the whole experience, and that brings you deep fulfillment. And so understanding and understanding this concept really has helped me make better choices and not seek so much immediate pleasure, because those feelings are fleeting, and I don't desire to only experience fleeting feelings or emotions or states of being. I would like to look back on my life and really be like, wow, I experienced all these beautiful things. Good and tough things, but beautiful nonetheless. And the person who I have become in this human experience has grown my soul so much that I don't need to come back here to learn and experience the same thing. I can move on. I can move forward to a different universe, a different realm, whatever's after this. I guess to really finish the cycle of completion, that's my desire. So I don't need to experience this or desire this again if I continue to eke out all the learning experiences, the growth that I can from this lifetime. And that, to me, is fulfillment. That's what we all are striving for on some level, some deep inner level. However, you may have never thought about this, of defining the difference between happiness and fulfillment. Because if you ask people, and say even if you ask yourself, like, what do you really want? I want to be happy. But most people, when they say happy, they really mean fulfilled. So really take the time to step back and understand what you truly want, what you desire out of this life. And I'm not saying at all, by any means, to not desire material things, relationships, people around you, experiences, accomplishments. Those are beautiful things, and they add to this earth experience. We are here to experience the material and the physicality. That's the whole point of being spiritual beings, having a human experience. We're here to experience the 3D. We just can't get caught up in the 3D. We still have to understand and move accordingly to the spiritual aspects of ourselves, these universal laws. And so, in essence, happiness is a feeling that brings joy to our lives, while fulfillment provides a sense of purpose and a feeling of having lived a meaningful life. So both are very, very, very important. And it's possible to experience both happiness and fulfillment in life. However, I would concur that focusing on fulfillment can bring a deeper sense of satisfaction and well-being, as it is less dependent on external circumstances and is more closely tied with our inner selves. Powerful. Very powerful. My mind was blown when this concept really crystallized in my mind. The difference between fulfillment and happiness. Namaste and happy healing.